The biggest pop star on Earth just went to war against AI. Not against a rival, not against a label, against technology itself. And the stakes affect every living artist on Earth. This is the real fight behind the headlines. Here is what is actually happening, and why it matters. AI voice cloning has been building for years behind the scenes. But by 2024, something fundamental changed in the technology. The barrier to clone a human voice dropped to almost nothing. 30 seconds of audio, that is all it takes. The AI captures your complete vocal fingerprint, timbre, pitch, breath, emotional range, all of it. Then it generates new audio in your voice, forever. Anything you never said, anything you never sang, without your permission, without paying you anything. This is not a hypothetical. It is already happening. AI-generated songs hit streaming charts before being pulled. The door was already open. In January 2024, fake AI images of Taylor Swift went viral. 47 million views, 19 hours, zero legal recourse at first. The platform blocked searches for her name. First time ever. Her response was not outrage. It was strategy. She started working on 3 fronts at once. Legal, technical, political, all 3 simultaneously. But first she had to expose the real legal gap. Here is what most people do not know. Your voice has no federal legal protection in America. Copyright protects songs. It does not protect your voice. Some states have laws, most do not. None cross borders. AI companies can operate from anywhere on Earth. That legal gap is what the industry has been exploiting. So Taylor's team went to Congress. The No Fakes Act. This is the legislation she is pushing. It would create federal protections for voice, image, and likeness. No AI replica without written consent, period. Backed by artists across every genre and every union. The WGA won AI protections for writers. SAG-AFTRA won them for actors. Music is next. SAG-AFTRA, the ROP music rights organizations worldwide. And Taylor has political leverage that is genuinely unusual. Her 2023 endorsement triggered 35,000 voter registrations in one day. Legislators pay attention to that kind of mobilization power. But legislation takes time. The technical front is moving faster. Voice fingerprinting can identify cloned audio in real time. Flag the clone before it ever reaches a listener. Her team is pressuring Spotify and YouTube to adopt this at upload. Think of it as Content ID, but for your voice. Now look at the economics. This is where it gets brutal. Taylor Swift's 2023 Eras Tour grossed over $1 billion. An AI clone of Taylor Swift costs effectively zero. 0 versus 1 billion. That is the gap being exploited. 1 million streams on Spotify pays roughly $4,000. An AI track earns the same, with no royalties going anywhere. Platforms benefit from engagement. They have no reason to change this. The global music industry is $28 billion annually. AI threatens all of it. The mandatory licensing model is the solution, like radio performance royalties, but applied to AI content. Use a voice, pay the owner, simple as that. We have seen this pattern play out 3 times before. Napster in 1999. Free music sharing. The labels won eventually. Artists still got less. Napster just moved the money upstream. YouTube in 2006. Labels sued and won Content ID rights. Artists still got fractions of fractions. The platform won. Spotify in 2011. Saved music from piracy, they said. $0.003 per stream. That is the artist rate. Each disruption, the middlemen win. The artists get minimum viable. But this disruption is different from all 3. Those were about distribution. Who could share the music? This is about identity. What makes your voice yours? You can build a new distribution channel. You cannot build a new voice. But AI can simulate one, indefinitely, at scale. Now here is what winning looks like for Taylor. No Fakes Act becomes law. Federal voice protection established. AI companies pay licensing fees to use voice data. Platforms implement detection. Clones get flagged before they spread. The legal precedent holds globally, not just domestically. And here is what losing looks like. Every voice becomes raw data for anyone with a model. Dead artists commercially revived without family consent. Elvis, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, cloned and monetized. Living artists compete against infinite AI versions of themselves. Podcasters, narrators, voice actors, all displaced inside 5 years. The creator economy, 20 years in the making, collapses. The window to prevent this is closing right now. The No Fakes Act is in committee. Lobbying is fierce. AI companies are spending hundreds of millions to slow this down. Every month, without legislation, is a month of data being scraped. Here is what to watch as signals of who is winning. No Fakes Act clears committee. Taylor wins round 1. A major AI company settles a voice cloning lawsuit. Spotify or YouTube announces mandatory voice detection at upload. This story is bigger than Taylor Swift. Every human owns their own voice. No technology changes that, ever. Subscribe for more coverage of the AI battles reshaping creativity and culture.